As a child, I didn't really know that maybe going through FGM will affect me in future.
The worst moment I've ever faced is I've been shot at, so we're doing rescue.
I still get the reminder from everyone around me, including my dad, that I wasn't cut.
It was so painful. The blood, I can say it has caused me a lot of trauma since then.
I'm here to deliver a really important project called Emotional Wellbeing for frontline campaigners and activists. Some of them are survivors of FGM, some of them are not. For me, this is a very important issue because as an activist myself, for now nearly 16 years, one of the things I learned earlier on, taking care of my emotions and keeping myself safe was a very important part of my work. And if I didn't do that, I couldn't deliver the services I was delivering for those who are extremely vulnerable. So for me, I guess I'm here not to preach at people. I'm basically sharing what I needed as an activist.
Being an activist, you're always on the edge, if I can use that word, because you're always looking at situations that bring harm to you or are potentially bringing harm to somebody else. So at one point or the other, this can be emotionally draining.
So this is what self-care is. The ability to engage in human rights work, because all of you work in human rights, without sacrificing other important parts of one's life. Because if you burn out, you cannot help anybody. And let me tell you, people move on without you.
Emotional well-being to me means that it's a state whereby one is able to function positively in a society.
Emotional well-being to me means a healing process, means I get a space, a safe space that I can pour out my heart. I can speak to like-minded people like myself, people who understand what I go through.
What has been the most helpful part of the workshop for us? Yoga, it has been the best. The relaxation, critical understanding of FGM and abuse, using the right terminologies.
What will we do differently? Create time for ourselves. Identify people we can trust. Be more keen and pay attention to the survivors. Also learn to say no without feeling guilty.
I'm glad that the Emotional Wellbeing Project has finally happened. It's one of those things I've been looking forward to as an individual, as a campaigner, and as a big sister. I'm happy that somebody had my request and my cry and finally made this possible, because I was one person who really needed this training.
Most of the time, I'm sorry to say, donor fundings have always been only interested with only the community that we appreciate.
All organizations must factor in emotional well-being training in their annual budgets, because this is something that's very, very, very important. It's something that you cannot underestimate. Because at the end of the day, you need somebody that's productive. You need somebody that can give you better results. You need somebody that will be able to rescue more, change more, impact more. So you must be able to take care of how this person deals with their stresses.
Threats to self-care for campaigners. So if you don't take care of yourself, you'll be tired, isolation, fatigue, burnout, various traumas, feeling inadequate, ill, mental health issues, anxiety, stress, physical safety, and finance.
I have acquired a lot, and when I go back, it's like I'm going to start the same and sharing and putting ourselves first.
For me, I'm starting right away to make sure that I take care of myself.
I will make sure that the knowledge that I have gained for the past 3 days, I'm going to share with my people and make myself a priority too, not forgetting myself.
I look forward going back home and just sharing what I've learned today. And I don't know, I'll just look forward to putting up a support group.
I really want to start a project for our mothers. I know we are survivors, but we never have that talk with our mothers.
And I'm happy because if I look to these eyes, I see hope and I see a generation which will have a smiling face to the girls.
Things are changing, but it's because of people who've been there before, and because of us, things are going to get better, definitely for our generation. And I can say with certainty that if we continue with the same spirit and with accelerated, change from everyone, and also increasing support, I'm sure we'll be able to end FGM with our generation.
So I know next couple of days I need to take care of myself, because I'm going to miss you guys, I'm going to miss this energy, I'm going to miss this safety. Because as a campaigner, one thing I'm always looking for is a safe space, and we don't usually get this all the time. We're all going to go and face our real worlds after this. And I really would like to encourage you to really take care of yourself, even if it means sitting down for 20 minutes drinking tea.
FGM has to end. That no child, no woman will undergo that.
Female genital mutilation has to end in our generation.
In order to end FGM, we must end all forms of violences against women and girls.